Hi guys, and welcome back. In today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are going to do another request. Someone asked that we do what will surprise you soon. So I thought that was a pretty fun topic, so I want to go ahead and do that. So just keep in mind, I am keeping it open, so it's not necessarily a positive surprise. This can be any type of surprise that comes through. It can be positive, negative even, or neutral. So just anything that might surprise you that you are not expecting. And you can of course be drawn to more than one group, all three. Just follow your intuition, of course, as always. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Today we have three groups to choose from. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. For group 1 today, we have a I think it's called Angel Quartz Geode. For group 2, I think it's called Feldspar. And for group 3, Polished Angelite. So as always, take as much time as you need to decide which group or groups that you feel most drawn to. And when you're ready, please go ahead and click the corresponding timestamp in the description box below this video, and I will see you in just a second in your reading. Hi group 1, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Angel Quartz today. So the topic for today's reading is what will surprise you soon. And if you skip the intro, just be prepared. We're doing any type of surprise, positive or negative. I'm hoping it's positive for all three, but we will go ahead and see. When I was tuning in here before I turned the camera on, I did get something about hearing or ears or something like that, or even a loud noise it could be, or just something you hear. Maybe someone says something to you. So I feel like whatever it is, the surprise involves ears in some way, something you hear, like literally hear. So I don't think it's something like on your phone that's gonna surprise you. Let's see. So I wanted to start off this reading with a number energy or even a date, whatever wants to come through. So we have 2. So that's decisions, partnerships, contracts, balancing, things like that. Could be something to do with the 2nd of a month or the month of February too, of course. But let's see. For your rune, we have Thorn. Okay. I think I'm going to pull all the cards here. But Thorn is literally like the rune of like Thor's hammer. We can look at it that way. So this could also have something to do with tools as well, but this could also be something to do with some level of aggression and Mars energy. But let me see here. Oh wow, look. Okay, sorry. But the Norse mythology cards, we have Thor with Thor's rune, but it's in reverse. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Let me finish looking at these cards. Sorry, I'm like excited. Okay, and from the Herbal Astrology Oracle, we have Rhodiola, which says wisdom. We have the Cemetery, and we have the Druid. Okay, so if you're like in a conflict, because Thor's an aggressive energy, this is Martian energy, this can be violence energy, male aggression, something like that. If you're in any type of conflict, but especially anything, maybe if any of you are in anything physical where you're afraid for your physical safety, and I know that's not most of you, but if you are in that situation, you need the message more. So that's why I'm bringing it out. It feels like there's a dissipation of this energy, right? Like everything's just going to turn to smoke or turn to fog. So it's almost like this energy of a monster's running after you, and then it disappears. Like it just phases away. Or like if there's like a bear, because I just saw a video with a bear. Like a bear is chasing after you to attack you or something, and then it gets distracted by a different prey that looks more tasty, and it just goes off and chases that instead. So it's just like something you're afraid of, or some type of conflict you're going through with someone else. It just dissolves somehow and suddenly. But for some reason, the 2 is giving me conflict energy. So this is like 2 parties going against each other. When 2 is normally about partnership, but there is the friction there. So I don't know. This could be any type of conflict. Maybe you're having a fight with your best friend. Maybe it's a legal conflict. Maybe an abusive person or something like that. It just seems like the monster is going away, or somebody's ability to harm you is going to be rendered impotent. They will not be able to attack you anymore. You know how I was getting hearing, something you hear? Like if you've been hearing a lot of verbal abuse or something like that, or hearing a lot of negative things, I just feel maybe their ability to say that is going to be quashed, something like that. Or otherwise, the news of this happening, you'll just hear it somehow. Because it just seems like you're also at peace. Like the natural world is protecting you. With the druid here, maybe there's something about you're able to have more time in nature. Or that could be advice to connect to the earth element itself. I mean, that's always a good idea, right? Go connect with the earth and spend more time in nature. So this cemetery here, so this cemetery, that's death energy, so something is ending. And I feel like a conflict because this looks like a cemetery after a battlefield. So the battle's over, it's done. And it's just gonna happen easier and more suddenly than you expect. So whatever it is, it's just like maybe you're expecting something to go on for a really long time, and then all of a sudden it's just everything's fine. Everything's flat, everything's evened out. Because rhodiola, right? This is, to my recollection, I haven't taken this in maybe like 8 years, but I think it's an adaptogen. So that makes like your adrenal system, your adrenal chemicals, I think it helps them like level out. This is not medical advice, by the way. I'm just saying what I think it's used for. Like it flattens out all these stress chemicals, and it makes everything or stress hormones, and makes everything more even. So there's not big spikes of fear or terror or stress or anything like that. It just seems like everything gets evened out. And I just heard distributed fairly. So maybe somebody here, you're dealing with something, fair distribution. Maybe some of you didn't get paid or something like that. Or an inheritance. Because I'm getting, maybe someone actually died for some of you. Like there was a death. And I'm sorry if you're dealing with a death. My condolences to you, but it seems like maybe the aftermath of that, there needs to be some type of fair distribution of resources, or at least I'm also getting accountability. So people, if they've done something wrong, they're going to take accountability. They might be forced to, I don't know if it's necessarily apologize, but at least admit to their wrongdoings. Or at least make up for them. I don't know if that's court ordered for some of you. Like some people are being forced to pay restitution for something they've done wrong. It also just seems like if you have enemies or problems that you're afraid of, I see them being tied to the ground. It's almost like angelic forces are coming and they're like holding them back, holding them down so they cannot come get you. So even if like the earthly systems have failed you, the universe, your spirit guides, whatever it is you believe in, they are helping you. They're holding them back. They're tying them down. It's like they're grabbing them by the boots and not letting them move towards you so they cannot harm you. They are being rendered powerless and impotent to harm you. You're absolutely protected. And it fizzles. It just fizzles. So let's see. I'm going to pull tarot now. So Spirit, tell us more about this surprise, or anything else that might surprise group 1 for that matter. Anything else that wants to come through. Definitely time frames being shortened here. Suddenness. Midnight. Midnight. I don't know if someone's asking for like when is like a very specific time here, a midnight or dusk or something like that. Let's see here. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Fool. Anything else that surprise for group 1? Okay. you get to relax. Like if your shoulders are all tensed up or you're dealing with some other type of tension or fear, what's going to surprise you is you're going to be able to relax and not worry about it, right? Because we are picking up a problem here. Of course, you can relax when the problem is gone. I also feel like you're getting more options, right? With the Fool here. You got to choose a new path. Because something, with the Cemetery, something died, something ended. So now you have this big freedom, this big like opportunity field where you just get to choose a completely different direction. Maybe it's almost like, I don't even play video games, so I don't understand what I'm supposed to be saying here, but there's something about a video game, like it's like you've cleared all the levels, so now you just get to go play and do whatever you want and explore because everything's been unlocked for you. So you just get to choose and do whatever you want. You're not going to be forced in on some kind of narrow path. So some of you, maybe you're feeling really restricted, like you're forced, like you don't have a lot of options or choices either by the universe or maybe just other circumstances where you feel you just have to take this step and this step and this step, and there's no other steps you're allowed to take because you're like in this narrow hallway climbing down some stairs. But it's like all of a sudden you get down to the bottom of the stairs and there's this big giant open field and you can go anywhere. You can do anything. So something is allowing this freedom that will surprise you. So it could be restrictions lifting, whether those are vibrational or actual physical restrictions. This could be also, freedom also requires resources. So some of you might have increased resources, whether that's money, people, connections, anything like that, that's going to give you this freedom to go anywhere you want, choose anywhere you want. This could be physical location as well. If some of you just don't like where you're living, some of you will have the opportunity to move somewhere more fun or just travel generally. Like if some of you just kind of want to live more of a nomadic lifestyle, travel more, go different places, I feel like that freedom is going to be opened up to you soon too. Since we are in this reading looking at the time frame of soon. I'm also getting something about, you know, this story in the Bible. I'm not that familiar, I'm sorry, but like I think it's something like Mary Magdalene washing Jesus's feet or something like that. I'm not sure what that means, or did he wash her feet? Something like that. It's just like I don't know that much about Christianity or the Bible, but isn't that some kind of metaphor for like your sins being washed cleaned? So I just feel like there's forgiveness for anything you're feeling guilty over as well. So maybe part of what the restrictions that are being freed up from you are like your own internal restrictions. Like maybe subconsciously you're holding on to a lot of guilt and shame that maybe you've carried from childhood, something like that with the sun here. Maybe that's why I'm getting shoulder tension and burdens, like you've overburdened yourself, feeling shame. You've held on to shame that doesn't even belong to you. I just feel like maybe that's being released and it's going to explode into all of this freedom and opportunity. So it's not just like this external thing you fear. There's also this internal thing that's kind of been like maybe a demon in your head, a little monster in your subconscious that's been harming you. And maybe you find a way to acknowledge and release that through some type of shadow work. Regardless, the outcome of this surprise is like an extreme amount of freedom from what you've been experiencing currently. Let's see here. I want to grab my emoji deck and see if we can get any other specifics. If it wants to come up. There we go. Okay, Spirit, anything else? Any other details or any other things that might surprise group? I just heard saffron, like the flower or the spice. What will surprise group 1 soon? What will surprise group 1 soon? Oh, that's amazing. So, okay. Firstly, the muscle arm in reverse is the same as this Thor energy in reverse, right? Someone's power to attack you. We are reiterating this, right? They're not going to be able to. They won't be able to grab onto you. They won't be able to catch you. They will not be able to harm you. And with the devil here, you won't be able to harm yourself either. Like with what I was just saying. like little shame demons or something inside your head that might cause addictive patterns, codependencies, anything. In any way where you're self-sabotaging yourself or harming yourself in any way, it just seems like for some reason you're not going to be burdened by that anymore. You're not going to be ruled by any type of addictions or problems or anything like that. For some reason, smoking specifically is coming to mind, so I don't know if someone here is trying to quit smoking. Okay. Yeah, you're just vibrating differently. You're on a different wavelength. You're, maybe that's why so many things are ending. A cemetery, when I think about it, that's actually a lot of deaths, right? It's not just one death. So a lot of different things must be ending in your life soon. And I think it's just because you're vibrating differently. So all that stuff kind of has to vibrate out of your life. The problem here is because we're talking soon and it's a lot of things at once, it might be a little rocky. It might be a little sudden. Because when a lot of things die all at once, even if they're bad for you, it can be a little scary. But it's just like, I am picking up on this angelic protection. Like, you are okay. You are going to be safe. And just, you know, trust the universe through it while it's happening. You're protected. Like, there might be chaos and weirdness swirling around you for a little bit once this starts to come in, but it's like it's leading you to this freedom and opportunity. So just trust it. And I'm going to end this reading by pulling a fortune, or however many fortunes want to come out. Anything left that you'd like to say that will surprise group number 1 soon, please, Spirit? I think I'll pull one more. Let's see. To find yourself, think for yourself. So for some of you, the things you're releasing are other people's opinions, of course, which is always good. This says, unexpected, romantic, and financial gifts surprise and delight you. I think that speaks for itself. I was talking about resources, so financial gifts make sense, but maybe some romance for some of you as well, or a better relationship, or a healthier one, or something like that. And then there are times when silence has the loudest voice. Wow, that ties into like what I was talking about in the beginning, because I was saying like this will come in with kind of a loud noise. You will hear it. And then it's going to end in a peaceful silence. So just, yeah, there might be a loud shock when these surprises start to happen, especially with the cemetery, the death energy, but just trust it and you will make it to the peaceful, free, expansive, beautiful sun that is awaiting you. But anyway, that's what I have for you, group 1. I actually really like this one. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below if you're comfortable sharing your situation. Otherwise, I always appreciate if you could just let me know which group you were in. And if you're new here and you liked this reading and you kind of like my vibe and style, please consider subscribing. You are very welcome here. And feel free to check out my other videos. I make a lot of different pick a card tarot readings over here on a variety of topics, which you can find categorized under the playlist tab on my channel page. So go check those out if you're interested. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Hi group 2, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Feldspar Granite today. So the topic for today's Pick a Card Tarot reading is what will surprise you soon. So if you skipped the intro, this can be a positive or negative surprise, or neutral, just anything that will surprise you. So just be prepared for anything. But let's go ahead and get started. When I was tuning in, I did pick up something about sophistication, luxury, but not like really showy luxury, like kind of like subtle wealth, or something like that. Old money is the term I think is being used a lot lately. And what was the other thing? Oh, the continent of Africa. So that maybe that's relevant to somebody here, or some of you are from Africa, so that might be your confirmation. Welcome. I don't have many subscribers from Africa, so you'd be pretty unique here. And I'm going to pull a number and get a quick energy for the reading here, or for the surprise coming in. Okay, so 9. So 9 is almost there. 9 is almost completion. 9 is just around the corner. The cycle's almost done. So we are looking into soon. So that does make sense. But it seems like we're talking about the completion of a pretty big cycle here. Also, If you're asking about a time frame for this surprise, this could be, 9 days, 9 weeks, the month of September, the 9th day of a month, anything like that. You can also, of course, be life path 9, and that could be your confirmation. But let's see, let's keep going. For your rune, we have Isa, the rune of ice. Maybe a break. What might surprise you is some time off, a rest, a break. Finally getting to just take a breath after maybe a really difficult cycle, a really uphill battle. You finally just get to relax. Would be very nice. Okay, so from the Norse mythology cards, we have Grimnir, which says the balance of contraries. From the Herbal Astrology Oracle, we have Passion Flower, which says surrender, and that's number 43. Firstly, I don't know what this has to do with surprises, but somebody in here, there's ancestors, like these owl spirits or something, that they're ancestors, and they're trying to communicate with you in your dreams. That's coming through for somebody here. I don't know if it has anything to do with the rest of the reading. So from the Dominion cards, we have Wish in reverse, we have the Storeroom, and we have the Sacred Grove. Yeah, like visions. Someone's trying to send you visions. And I feel like it's feminine ancestors, to show you something, maybe to show you the surprise that's ahead. Maybe even to awaken you to your life's purpose. Because maybe, like I'm saying, the surprise here might involve a break of some kind. Like you just get a rest, like the luxury I was just talking about. So you just get a rest and luxury for a little bit after a difficult cycle. So maybe, I feel like there's like this weird side message here where they're trying to say, this difficult cycle has been there to awaken you to your purpose, what you're supposed to be doing, because I guess maybe you were off course before, something like that. But now you found a guiding star, as difficult as it has been. And they're not trying to discount the difficulty. They just want to show you and keep lighting that guiding star for you, so you can keep following it. But they have more visions to give you. It's weird. Like maybe this surprise actually involves like a big, very vivid dream for some of you, where you're going to be shown some really profound, powerful things from the spiritual realm, or some other vision quest. If you're into plant medicine, or just I don't know if some of you have psychic gifts. Like there's something incoming in your psychic vision that's going to be very powerful and impactful. Maybe some of you have just recently had it as well, and you're wondering about it. And since it's coming up in a surprise reading, it might be a premonition. You might have seen something that is about to happen soon. And I keep seeing the word love, like the actual word spelled out. Love. So maybe romantic love is coming in for you, but I also just feel like the ancestors are also just trying to communicate how much they love you. They're around you. They're just sending you love. They're watching you. They're there with you, like at all moments, supporting you through whatever it is you're going through right now. Like you're surrounded in like a cocoon of love. Let's see here. So you have so the wish in reverse on the Storeroom. It's like your wish is saved for later. It's here. And they're gonna pull it out of the Storeroom at some point. It's been saved for later. So maybe there's a big wish some of you have been waiting for, been wanting, salvation, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. That's not coming through very clearly, but it's like it's been put to the side until this cycle's over, and it's there for you, and they can get it for you. And And I feel like maybe that's what's coming in soon, is they're ready to come bring it to you, something like that. They're ready to pull it out of storage. This could also be something that you lost once, being restored to you. Maybe something that was stolen from you, or something that, it doesn't even have to be something stolen from you. Maybe some of you, like, you made a mistake or something, and you lost something, and you regret it, and you kind of wish you could have it back. Like, just as an example, like, it's like that thing of, you invest money into something, and then it just it's a bad investment, so you kind of end up losing all that money, and then you beat yourself up over why was I so stupid for investing my money poorly. But it's like, somehow the money's going to be restored, probably not through the same way you lost it, but like it's coming back. So that could be money, like in that example. This could be a love, a relationship. Doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. This could be anything you feel like you screwed up before. I just feel like there's some type of restoration. Like, it wasn't actually as damaged or lost as you thought, and it just had to be put on the back burner while you went through this current cycle, or something like that. Or also, it's cooking, like it's heating up for you. It's almost done. Because I'm seeing the oven now, so it's like if you take it out too early, it's not going to be as good, you know? Okay, but Spirit, can you tell us more, or any other things, more detail or other things that will surprise Group 2 soon? We have the Eight of Swords, Gemini energy. We have the, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. I'm also getting a truth. A truth will be revealed. But there's also this message with the truth being revealed. It's like you already know the answer. It's just like you don't want to trust like what your intuition is telling you about the answer. But it's basically like you already know. Just proceed as if you know this truth. So that could be about someone's feelings. This could be about a lie you're suspecting, something like that. It's like you already know. Stop asking. You know, you're questioning your intuition, you're questioning yourself, and that's not helping you, especially because sorry, this is your ancestors coming through again, and they're being stern, because there's like this, again, this vision, this psychic gift, and they're like, we can't afford for you to be disconnecting from your intuition or doubting it right now, because we're kind of trying to give you this gift and communicate with you. So it's like, don't disconnect from your intuition. If you know a truth is true, stop asking the question over and over again when you already have the answer. Stop, like, if you're watching a bunch of tarot readings to get an answer on something, for instance, it's like, stop. Just trust your intuition, or reconnect with it if you've lost it. Let's see. Actually, maybe multiple truths. It's like even a good truth, and you're like refusing to see the good truth or something. Maybe it could be about this surprise. Maybe you have a lot of readings confirming that something really good, a wish, is coming for you, or something you lost is coming back to you, and you just don't want to accept it. So, I don't know. Accept that good things are coming. Accept that you're worthy of good things. You know, you're worthy. It's like, of course you're worthy. Like, why are you even questioning it? Got six of Pentacles. This is balance and fairness. Like, what you put out is coming back to you. You just had to finish this first. You just had to get aligned to your purpose. It's coming back. Stop worrying. Like, I don't know. They're just like, they're almost like they think you're being silly, just worrying when... And it's not to say that they don't understand the reason you're feeling pain or doubt, but at the same time, it's just kind of like this energy of, if you knew what we could see, you would not be worried. The Knight of Cups here, this could confirm that there is romance coming for you soon as well, an end to heartbreak, or even a reconciliation with any type of relationship. It doesn't have to be romance, because I am getting something about like even a family reconciliation. A very unexpected one. Let's see, Spirit, anything else? Any other details or anything else that might surprise Group 2 soon? There's also like a blending. Like for instance, this granite here, it's got all these different colors. I don't know how well you can see it. There's like black, and there's this reddish clay color, and there's this white quartz color. But if all those were different clay, and if I was to like mush this together, it would eventually mush into one single color. And I'm not an artist, so I couldn't tell you what color all those things together would turn into. But it's like things they're blending right now. They're meshing. They're getting smoother. So maybe there's a lot of different weird things going on right now that seem unrelated. And they just don't make sense to you. And maybe that's why you're out here seeking a lot of information, not trusting the answers you're getting. It's because you're like, why is all this weird shit happening? Why am I seeing all of these weird different signs that almost seem to conflict with each other? But it's like, it will make sense. Just let it finish cooking, or let the blending happen. Just wait. It will make sense in a minute. Just trust us. Okay, and then from the emoji cards, we have the balloon. I guess this wants to be in reverse. So we have the roses in reverse. So the balloon, that's celebratory energy. I also feel it's this energy of celebrating with friends. Feeling really proud of yourself, feeling really confident. So I am feeling like what I was saying just a minute ago. Some of you like literally don't feel worthy for some reason, or for good things to happen to you, or you just don't expect them. But it's like maybe that's something that needs to be healed here, because you need to like feel yourself more. You need to feel more confident, more deserving, more worthy. So maybe they're being like stern again. So it's like just work on that. Just do it. Just feel worthy. You are. Trust us. Like, don't seek validation from others. Like, some of you might be thinking you don't, but maybe like somewhere in the back of your thoughts you're still a little bit worried what other people are saying or thinking sometimes, and they kind of want to get in there and like surgically remove those thoughts. It's like other people's thoughts don't matter. You're good enough. You're worthy. And I'm sorry, group 2, this is more like, I feel like these ancestor spirits came in and they like hijacked this reading because they have too much to tell you. But the surprise is something you wished for. It's something from your past, or it's a restoration, something from your past. Okay, we have the pig. And we have the clapping hands. And the syringe. So it could be a health thing as well, especially if you're dealing with stomach issues, or a pancreas, a diabetes thing for somebody, or even something to do with fat metabolism. It's got really medical all of a sudden. Sorry, maybe somebody needed that. So your health is going to improve pretty drastically. That might be a surprise here. Some of you, there might be a new pet coming into your family, or a new something. Could even be a baby. Maybe a baby for some of you. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick out all the specifics now, so hold on. I'm also seeing like travel to a cabin, playing board games, just really cozy time with loved ones. That might surprise you. Maybe that will happen unexpectedly. All the cracks will get filled in, because I'm seeing like I forget what it's called. You know that Japanese art where they like repair broken dishes with gold or something like that? I think that's Japanese. I don't remember what it's called, but like everything's gonna fit together and it's gonna be okay. Just trust it. That's what they want to tell you. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here, group 2. So I hope this resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. If not, feel free to give it a thumbs down. And if this did resonate and you'd like to share how this fits, please let me know in a comment down below. Otherwise, if you could just let me know which group you were in, that's always very appreciated. If you're new here and you liked this reading and you kind of like my style and you like pick a card tarot readings generally, please consider subscribing. You are very welcome here. I make a lot of different pick a card tarot readings over here on a variety of topics, which you can find categorized under the playlist tab on my channel page. So go check those out if you're interested. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye! Hi group 3 and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Angel Light today. So the topic for today's Pick a Card Tarot reading is what will surprise you soon. So if you skip the intro, this can be a positive or negative or neutral surprise. So just be prepared for anything. We're of course hoping for positive, but let's go ahead and see. I am going to start with a number for you guys today. See if we can get an energy or a time frame. 9. Okay, that happened in another group as well, which is 9s are kind of like an almost there, you're getting really close kind of energy. That's a cycle almost complete. Okay, so it's also, this can be the 9th of a month, it can be the month of September, it can be your life path number. For some reason I'm also seeing 9 like as a square, so that's 3 by 3. So 33, maybe some of you are 33 years old, or something. Could be related to somebody who's 33 years old. But yeah, it could be 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, something as well. Oh, that could be a pregnancy number too. So maybe a pregnancy is going to surprise some of you soon. Only if you, that's possible and you're expecting it, of course. Anyway, congratulations if you were hoping for that. Okay, so for your runes, we have Yura and we have Awaz. So yeah, it really could be a pregnancy for some of you. So if some of you were wondering that, and you have a sneaking suspicion, this might be your confirmation right here in the beginning of the reading. So congratulations. But this is cycles, and this is partnerships and contracts. So what might surprise you soon? On a very mundane level, it might be something like renewing a contract at work or a lease or, you know, just any type of physical contract. This could be renewal of a relationship in terms of, I want to say an anniversary, something like that. Let me see. Let's see our other cards here. Or this could be something that happens on your anniversary if you're in a relationship. Okay, so from the Norse mythology cards, we have Ymir, which is raw creative force, raw creative energy. Like just the creative stuff of the universe. So on these cards it says creativity, novelty, and artistic struggle. And from the Herbal Astrology Oracle, we have Mitragenia, which says shape-shifting, and that's number 34. That's in reverse, so 33 and 34. Maybe those are ages that matter to somebody. Okay, and then from the Dominion cards, we have Raider in reverse. We have the Throne Room in reverse, and we have Madman. Okay. Huh. You know what this looks like? This looks like a chaotic, messy jumble that is coming in. And I think it's good. Because what I'm seeing is like, you know, like a dryer or a washing machine where they have those clear doors and you can just see everything tumbling around in the dryer, all the different clothes colors jumping around in there. It's a really weird metaphor. So laundry, cleaning, if things feel like a chaotic mess right now and you just kind of don't know how things are going to turn out, like they're going to turn out clean, like everything is going to be organized, like perfectly folded laundry. I know that's a weird metaphor, but just bear with me. Like for instance, with this Awaz rune here, this is this rune does rule contracts, so that could be like everything all the fine print is in order, all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, so everything's going to turn out exactly how it's supposed to. Everything's going to turn out in exactly the right order. And it might surprise you how neatly everything ends up landing. Because maybe it seems like you have thrown like a bunch of, like if you took a deck of cards, for instance, you just threw it up in the air and everything landed and fell on the floor, and now you're staring at the mess. And somehow the surprise has to do with how it's folding back together, how everything's being reorganized and reshaped. Because it just seems like there's a chaotic, formless... I hope this is resonating, because if it's not, this might not be your pile. Because I'm having a really hard time interpreting this, because it's like a chaotic, messy void that's like shapeless, and it doesn't know what it wants to transform into. Maybe you don't know. So what's going to surprise you is what it does transform into, because I feel like it's something really unexpected. It's like completely different from what you're expecting. And I think it's in a good way. But with the madman here, I just feel like maybe whatever is going on in this shapeless, formless void, it's making you start to think you're crazy, or it just feels like everything going on around you is crazy. Like, people aren't making sense. Things are just... It even seems like chaotic, clumsy energy, like just random malfunctions, things like that. Like everything's just gone haywire. But it doesn't feel scary. It feels just interesting. Like you're just standing in the middle of this chaos and you're just kind of watching it and being like, what is actually happening around me? What is happening? And it's just like the surprise is that it's going to all come together and shift into something totally unexpected. You don't understand it, but I think you like it. I think some of you are trying to manifest something overly perfect. But I think what's going to surprise you is your idea of perfection is not perfect enough. Like you want this throne room, right? You want the palace, and this is just an example, right? But you want the palace and the big castle and all the wealth, and you want to be the king, and just everything's perfect in whatever your fantasy is. But it's almost like your higher self's coming in and saying, actually, that's not a good enough perfection. We're going to give you a better one, and you can't even fathom what it is. So what it comes in, it's just so unexpected, and it's so different from what you think you want, but it's like actually what your soul wants. And it's going to make you so much better than what you're trying to manifest, than what you're wishing for. This is almost like the energy of like, you know, like if you break up with a person and then you get like really attached to that person and you just think, well, I can't be happy without that person. It needs to be this person. I want them back so bad. But then, you know, once you're over that person, you realize, ew. You start thinking, ew, why did I even like that person? But then something so much better comes in. So it's almost like, I'm not saying we're talking about a person here. This is just an example, but it's just kind of like what you think you wanted, that you were trying to manifest. It's like whatever is happening right now, the chaos, is because it's trying to show you that like, actually there's something so much better and so much bigger. Like it just feels like your soul is coming in, and it's like so colorful and so powerful, and it wants to show you what's really possible. Like you're dreaming too small, you're dreaming too limited, and you're also dreaming in a way that's kind of not in alignment with what you actually want, with what your soul wants, because it just seems like there's not enough ability for you to express yourself like as a soul. Like you've been really confined. Like it seems like life or your own mind has been limited, and you're really confining yourself. You're not able to express and do what you want to do. So it's like all this energy is coming in, and it's just transforming everything really drastically to give you something bigger and more powerful, because you have a lot of power and you need to express it here, like on this earth. And I'm sorry, this one's so philosophical, but maybe with the other cards we're going to pull, we might get something more tangible that's going to come through. But it's almost like as an example, it's like you were living a life as a bookkeeper or something like that. So you're sitting at a desk every day and you're making sure the books and the numbers are in order. And it's fine. It's a stable job. I don't know if some of you are actually bookkeepers. That would be funny. But it's fine. It's stable, but it's not thrilling. You know, even if you stay there and you got a raise at your job, a massive raise even, a massive promotion, it's still not right for you. It's still not expressive enough for what your soul wants you to do. It wants you to do something bigger and more creative. So it's almost like it could even do something scary, like dissolve away. I don't think this is going to happen for most of you, but dissolve away the thing that's just not right for you, that you're kind of clinging on to, so that you can be opened up and expanded into this bigger thing. But like I was saying, you're kind of sitting here like calm and peaceful in the middle of this transformation. So I don't think whatever is going to happen is going to be scary, but it is going to be big. And it's going to make you more flexible. Like there's some kind of rigidity around you right now, and the surprise is to open you up. Spirit, can we get more specific here? What is going to surprise group number 3 soon? What is going to surprise group number 3? We have the Knight of Cups. So it could be romance. Could be romance. Could be love. Could be communication from lovers. So maybe the lover example is accurate. So, someone better for you. Someone more loving. Someone more, I heard, powerful. More aligned. Like, because this energy also feels really deeply sensual, like beyond just the physical senses. Like it's almost like your soul is experiencing sensations with what's going to come in. It's just, I'm sorry, it's so hard to explain this energy. It's visceral. It's such a spiritual energy that's coming through. It's really hard for me to translate it into like normal person words. It's like your soul wants to feel more. It wants to do more. It wants to love more. And you're not, and it just feels trapped. Maybe that's why the madman's here. Some of you feel like you're going kind of crazy. It might be, I don't know, some of you are having a Kundalini awakening or something like that. There's also something about frogs. But it's because you gotta open your mind. You have to open your horizon. So it's just like something is going to expand your mind here. In probably a way that I can't explain, because I'm having a hard time explaining this energy. It's your soul trying to talk to you, but it exists in bigger dimensions than can fit inside of you. That's the best way I can put it. Okay, 6 of Swords. So it could be travel surprising you. There's going to be a lot more communication. You might go somewhere. You might start something like a really big business where you're creating something. Like, it doesn't even have to be a big business. It could just be big relative to where you're currently at. Could be, it just seems like something where you're sharing your creation with a lot of people. So you're making a really big positive impact. And again, this energy is soon. So something is going to come in soon, maybe to open up the space for you to be able to create this big thing. Then we have Justice, so that could be Libra season. It could be a lot of fairness, bigness. That's just what's coming through, is things are not big enough. You need more. You need to be bigger. And so there's going to be more space. The Hermit. Some of you might go back to school. Go back to school for maybe law. Maybe some of you are going to law school with the Justice card here, or you're going to learn something new. It doesn't have to be traditional school either. It could just be learning something totally new that you never thought that you would be interested in ever. That might be what might surprise you. You might get a sudden interest in something, a sudden crazy fascination with some topic that seems absolutely unrelated to anything you've ever had any interest in. And it's going to start as a little spark, or the universe might even push you into it through some type of chaotic, weird situation. And then when you try it, you will feel so lit up inside, and you will think, this is like the exact opposite of what I thought I would like. And you fall in love with whatever this topic is. It could be a person for some of you, but it just seems more like a thing to learn, a thing to do, a thing to study. It's going to change your life. It's like the universe is going to force you to take some weird step on a path you would never, ever even think to go down. And then your whole world is going to open up. A whole different world. Like, completely different. Like, it's just completely different. You are going to be so shocked at how much you fall in love with whatever it is comes into your life. Like, for instance, since we have the Justice card here, going to law school. That's an example that came up. Maybe you thought law was boring. It's a lot of reading and paperwork or something like that. But then maybe the universe forces you into something that has to do with the legal profession, and then you fall in love with that, and then you decide to go to law school, even though it's like the exact opposite of anything you thought your personality was into. Something like that. It's probably something more exciting for most of you, but let's see. I could be traveling to a different place here with the Six of Swords. The universe might force you to be in a totally different location that's going to open up your mind and your horizons. What is going to surprise group 3 soon? What is going to surprise group 3? Okay. So we have the balloon. This just seems so familiar. I think this came out in another group. You're going to go higher. You're going to be elevated. I feel like you're going to be elevated in status. But that's not the surprise that's coming soon. You're not getting a sudden elevation in status. The surprise coming soon is the spark. That's going to kind of turn things upside down and turn it into the direction your soul wants to go. But this is going to be an exciting path, not a scary one. They're wanting to reiterate that, because sometimes the universe will come in and force something and cause a tower moment to force you onto the right path. That's not what's happening here. It's going to start with intrigue, inspiration, excitement, just a little spark of an idea that's going to change the whole course of your life. The whole course. Something that maybe even right now in your current state you would laugh at until you actually get this spark. And it's going to make sense once you get there. I feel like a year from now, you will absolutely certainly know where this spark is leading, but the spark is coming in very soon. But anyway, group 3, I'm going to end this right here. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, or even if you could just let me know which group you were in. That's always very appreciated. If you're new here and you liked this reading and you like my vibe and you like pick a card tarot readings generally, please consider subscribing. You are very welcome here. I make a lot of different pick a card tarot readings over here on a variety of topics, which you can find categorized under the playlist tab on my channel page, so go check those out if you're interested. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.